Hi, my name's David Lansley. I'm a senior economist at World Vision. A lot of my time recently has been taken up with looking at the world food crisis. This is really an unprecedented set of events. We've never seen so many adverse forces come together at the same time to really put a huge amount of pressure on the poorest people on the planet. What's been causing it? Well, there's really forces on both the demand for food and the supply of food. On the demand side, we're seeing the rise of China and to a lesser extent India mean that people have more money, so they're able to buy more food and also buy different sorts of food, higher protein food. This is tending to push up world food prices. And of course we've got world population increasing by about 70 to 75 million people a year. On the supply side, there's some really dramatic and sometimes unusual events happening. We've seen drought and possibly the impact of climate change, meaning that in some of the big grain-producing countries, output of grain is less than it usually is. We're seeing the rise of the biofuels industry, that is turning food crops and other crops into ethanol to extend petrol. That's having a big impact on world food prices as well. The biofuels impact is particularly great in the area of corn. America is now turning perhaps 30% of their total corn production into fuel. This is pushing up prices and also forcing new land to have to be turned into food production, and that's taking time. Now, which countries are being hit hardest? Well, the basic rule of thumb is that if you have to import food and you have to import energy, you're in the worst of both worlds. When we look around the world, the countries that are most severely hit are in Africa, particularly in the Horn of Africa, those parts of Africa which don't produce any oil for export and also have to import food. And also, if we look around North Asia, similar situation there. So it's really the poorest of the poor, and particularly those countries which don't have much in the way of energy to export or are dependent very much on buying their food on the world market.